panned it on him, and it's just like blue lightning around.
Bro.
Oh, shit. Bro. I was like, yo. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Windeviate, and I wanted to do a quick little video. They didn't know it. This is out of nowhere. This is the boy Tokyo Jr. and this is Tokyo. So you already know what's up. I'm about to see the My Hero movie, and yeah, y'all got any expectations coming into this?
With anime movies, since they're not canon, I want them to go like crazy, you know? Like super, I don't even know what's gonna happen. 1,000,000% normal. I want that to be normal.
Alright, dude, you?
I just want to see niggas box, bro. I'll be honest with you.
Well, the last movie was canon.
I didn't see it.
The last movie was canon.
This one's not, I'm pretty sure.
Because, so maybe they find a way to make this shit canon, maybe not. But, I haven't seen any trailers, so I don't know what to expect.
I only saw one, but then I don't know. Trailers these days spoil the entire movie, so I just stopped watching.
I saw a clip of the movie.
You saw a clip of the movie?
I think it's
a little bit, but it was a little bit. It wasn't really like.
Was it on Pornhub? I watched the first My Hero movie on Pornhub. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. All right, so we saw the movie. We you know, that shit was lit. I was getting hyped. That animation was something that he was getting upset. But that animation was superb. We're gonna talk about a few things, like regular things that we liked, and then we're gonna have a little spoiler section. So we'll put the spoiler section after, because we all know what that part that was the spoiler section. But yeah. So what did you guys think?
It was a good movie. It really was. Honestly, I liked how everything played out. How everyone got a chance to shine. Like, no matter who they were, everyone got a chance to, not even whatever, like, be a star, but they got to show their true strength and their true extent of their power. That's what I liked the most. But overall, it was good. It was good. There's some things we'll talk about, but
I think the only issue I had was, like, it started off really slow, and I understand that was to establish it, but it was just, like, painful. Like, we really had to set in, like, this character is this way because of these things. And it took forever, and it was kind of really ridiculously boring at the beginning. And not also that, but you were saying everyone got to show off. I don't think Kaminari got to show off at all. He didn't do much. Like, he had that one bit in the big fight, and it was like, oh, we did that. And it was like, all right then, but, like, what did he do?
I mean, but yeah, I guess I can understand that. Like, yeah, he was used as a.
What I thought it was good. I like the build up. I like everything because they had to establish everything. Mm-hmm. I liked it better than them just rushing into this is happening, this is happening, and this is happening. Yeah. And it felt like for anybody who didn't read the manga or anything like that, or if you don't even watch the for parents who's coming in here with their kids not watching the anime, you could watch this too and not really know what's going on. They're gonna establish some general basis of what you need to know. Favorite characters who shine the most, other than Deku and
Bakugo.
And Bakugo. Other than
okay,
Todoroki. I gotta give it to him because he went, even though he doesn't like his dad, he used exactly what his dad said. Oh, I can't say that, but you know what I mean.
Get into it.
I really liked Sero because Sero was my favorite. Like. They really gave him some time to shine. Where, like, because he could be strong. He can do a lot of things. But, like, obviously, he has to be in a right matchup for that, right?
He looked like Spider-Man.
That's his thing.
During the movie. He looked like Spider-Man.
The creator of My Hero, that's what Sarah's inspired by, Spider-Man. Like, he wanted to put a Spider-Man-esque character.
He literally was like...
Yeah, that's his whole thing.
You know, he was literally like that.
First off, I gotta call this out if no one else is. They was hitting those angles for Momo. They was hitting those damn angles, bro. I was like, yo, you can literally see her cooch. You can see it. I was like, yo, what?
The artist was sitting. He's like, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, let me.
Those pan shots.
He said, let me put curves on her real quick.
Cultured.
No, man.
But okay, that's one. I had to point that out. I had to, bro. I literally don't really be knowing nobody's name like that.
I know. I've been having to listen to him, bro. I listen to him.
It's been a minute since I watched. I gotta catch up again and read the manga and everything, so I'm kind of out of date. But homie with the tail, what's his name?
The martial arts dude.
Yeah, bro. I don't even like that nigga. But he was holding his own against that
Yeah.
nigga.
He really was.
He was being a tank. He was being a tank. He was like, he was using his tail.
He was like, boom. I was like, you can take that?
He said, I'm gonna wait till everybody get here. But hey, you better hurry up.
He said, do your thing. Hey, it hurts. It hurts. I'm letting you know. No, bro. I was actually surprised to see him hold his own like that because I was like, he wasn't. Well, I don't know what's happening in the manga exactly.
They all did their own hero thing. Like they've all been trained. That's why Hawks was paying attention to Tokoyami first because that's the one that he trained. Mm-hmm. So like, I forgot who trained him, but it was a martial artist, one of the martial art heroes, and now he actually knows. Like, although he was already experienced, he's gotten better at it.
So he was doing his thing. I was like, yo, this dude's like a powerhouse, and he's kind of taking hits. Like he was kind of eating them and dishing them a little bit.
Yeah, like I'm waiting for an arc because we obviously always get the arcs with like the favorite characters. We get Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, Uraraka, Suyu. Like we already got all of them, right? Mm-hmm. But like Sero gets nothing. Right? Sero could be so cold if they gave him something, right?
You sound kind of upset, bro.
I am.
Yeah, I know.
Because they didn't do much for him.
He's like, you don't understand.
This is my character.
Okay, but not like even in the manga though, it's like they focus so much on the characters that can like do the big things, you know, or like their fan favorites, obviously, which is smart. They're supposed to do that, you know. But these other characters can't put in work, except what's his dude. The one dude, Animal Man. What's this man gonna do? He did.
Which one?
The one dude who speaks to animals.
Oh, weird yeah. Head. That's why he's he was there to comfort the civilians.
Oh, with the
one who gets the
mountain
animals and bugs and stuff like that.
He looks like a
bro. He came in handy though when he used all those crows that came through.
I thought that was Tokoyami.
That's what I'm saying. I was like,
when did Tokoyami?
I was like, when could he do that?
He's been practicing. The whole thing he could fly too. That was sick.
Yeah.
Hey, when he got in darkness though.
Yeah,
he said, "This is my world." I'm like,
she's like, "It's your world," and then that shit got dark. And he said, "All right, let me show you something."
He got pissed when I forgot her name, but she's like one of my favorites. But he got pissed when homegirl got stabbed in the leg. Yeah. He was like, "All right, I'm gonna beat your ass." I like that. I like that Bakugo. I can tell that he's really growing. I mean, he's already a smart ass character, but I like the fact that he's accepting Deku for who he is, and he's like, bro, I'm gonna need you to fucking learn your power, because I'm trying to beat your ass.
Yeah, right? That way we can box. I love that. Even in the manga, it's like he's becoming more humble, and I love that because at first I think I didn't like him at all, bro.
At the beginning, I was like, "Yo, you're a dick, bro. You're kind of a dick."
This kid was evil. Not even a dick. He was evil.
Yeah, and people were like scared. They're like, "Yo, you're not a hero, bro." Because clearly in the movie, like the girl who hates heroes, she was looking at him. She was like, villain. "You're a fucking villain, bro." He's like, "I'm not the one you fucking mess with, bro." And she was like, "Oh shit!" Like that shit was like kind of crazy, but. I gotta give it to them. They're really bringing a deepness out of Bakugo. Like, out of, in terms of like Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta is the most developed character. No matter, even though he's not the main dude, like Goku.
He feels like the main character.
Yeah, like you will feel every kind of emotion he has. And then, but Red Riot? Hey, I gotta give it to him.
Okay, wait. All right,
I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm just saying.
Fuck it. We gave out our opinions on the first thing.
How about cinematography or like animation? I guess I should say, right?
Everything after this is spoilers.
That nigga Deku transferred his fucking power, bro. What the fuck? I literally got upset because I was like, Oh, go.
I was getting excited because obviously I'm ahead and I know what's happening right now, and I like established okay, it's between this time period, so things have to hit like the status quo. That's how movies are, you know. Status quo, hero's journey, that whole circle, right?
But that's the reason I didn't know what time period it was in, because you know, obviously in the show, Deku's telling his story of how
he became the number one hero.
Exactly. So I'm like, yo, wait, what the fuck? No, you can't. I don't want you to be the number one hero without that power.
But yo, look, like when the movie first started, I was like, yo, bro, this is canon. Like this is canon.
That's why when I saw the last part, I got upset. I got fucking upset. I was like, yo, what this nigga's going. Hey, no offense to Batman, though. I don't want him to turn into a Batman, a powerless like nigga who got like, you know. I was
He's whipping around while everyone's flying.
Yeah,
he saw that Deku was transferring his quirk
because
to Bakugo.
I didn't think
I was hyped. I was like, I'm trying to see what this nigga
I didn't think it was gonna happen because I saw this happen. I was like, oh, it's not gonna happen. I was like, yes. And these niggas said, I was like, no. I was like, fuck, yo.
He's like, all right, bro.
But I will not lie. That obviously, I'm just assuming the people who did Dragon Ball, the Super movie, the Broly movie, they clearly had some influence in this movie, because these niggas look like straight Super Saiyans, bro. I was actually amazed when you see Bakugo, his hair went like,
yeah, right. He got all spiky. He got
a little swole a little bit. I was like, hold on, who's this? And I will give it to him because he is like red, I guess. When he was using One for All, he kind of looked a little cool, bro. I won't lie.
And then when he okay, look. First off, his arms broken. There was one arm already got broke from that one thing they did when they punched the air. Yeah. And then when he did the magma hot.
Yeah.
No, he broke it before that.
Oh,
when he was spinning around in the air, he had to use his super big blast.
Okay. And then he was trying to use his arm while it was broken to shoot that shit. He was like,
I'm confused on how he yes, he was sweating a bunch if he was doing all that. So then that shit made it like how it was. It looked like fucking magma.
So, I don't know.
The whole thing is like obviously they're on a hot Japan island. They're sweating a lot. That's why he's eating popsicles to maintain his levels of sweat.
That's true. But also at the same time, this man was reaching body temperatures, like he was pushing his limit to the point I don't want to say he would die, but he was pushing it to a point where
messing himself up.
Yeah, he was killing himself, bro.
And
he was pulling a Deku.
Yeah, his
body but you saw Deku. Yeah, obviously, right? Deku was used to it, so he was able to just all right.
Yeah, right. But he saw this shit hurts.
Deku was like, this shit hurts, but I can do it,
bro. When when Deku's arms were broken, and then
he said, "Let's go."
And fucking Bakugo's shit, just after he did that, and Deku, they panned it on him, and it's just like blue lightning around,
bro.
Bro,
you know that little, I don't want to say it like this, but this little dance he was doing when he was fighting Bakugo the first time, he was like, boom! I was like, whoa! Hold on, okay, Deku. I was like, oh shit, I gotta give it to him. This thing is kind of scary.
That's why I like movies, though. That's why I like movies, because we know obviously he can't use 100% without completely exploding. His body should straight up explode. Mm-hmm. But he was out there 100% full cowling, bodying this dude.
But he was saying, he's like, yo, I'll do whatever to protect everyone on this island. And he's like, if I gotta give my life to do it, I'm ready to do it. I was like, yo.
He pulled a little night guy on him.
Yeah. Night guy. Yeah, right? Nah, bro. Like that, honestly, people who know how to make animated movies, especially in Japan, they do a really good job of grabbing emotion. I felt happiness. I felt anger. Pure anger. I was literally pissed. I was gonna leave the movie. I was really gonna leave the movie. That's how I felt. And then as soon as at the end, when everyone gets there, he was saying, he's like, yo, I did something. I did something horrible, bro. I broke the rule, kind of. I gave it to Bakugo. And then he was like, what?
And he was proud of him.
And he was like, you know what, man?
You did something I wouldn't do. You did something I wouldn't do.
Exactly. He's like, you are the literal reason of One for All. And then he saw this nigga had the power still. He's like,
he cried.
He's like, yo.
He said, Avatar State, I thank you.
For real. He's like, yo, they really felt what you did.
I never thought of that.
He's like, they felt what you did.
You never thought of it like
No,
that? That's how I
even
think of it.
Animation, yeah.
Animation.
Okay. Really, really weak in the beginning, to the point where I was like, "Yo, this is a movie."
Yeah, you didn't know what to expect.
You're right.
Yeah,
I'll give it that
very
because
first scene, it was like, "Okay, this is a movie," and then after that, it was like, "This is just I'm watching a normal episode." Not
this is
even
a
like
filler
special.
episode.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It was ugly, and then it started getting progressively better. Like, you know, each of the fights are getting more good. And then I think where it like really started like picking up actually was the fight between Bakugo and the one mummy dude.
Yeah.
That was like, okay, we got a little bit of like good animation, a little taste. Because even when Deku was fighting
homie,
he did
kinda...
9. That was his name.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't. It was kind of ugly at first until like it got later. You're like, oh no,
my bad. Hey, that's his name. That's his name.
Came to the summer arc or whatever, they did the little training session under the teachers or whatever, and then all that shit happened, and then they did a little switch up and oh yeah, summer is over, woo woo woo. So then I kind of connected the dots, like okay, so this is right when they did that around that little time skip, I think. And then I saw the capsule thing of the shit that can take your powers, and they were talking about that, so I'm like, okay, so this is around that time, right after that.
That's the only reason why I was able to even think of that, because I saw the capsule. I was like, okay, so this must be after all this shit has happened.
Yeah, no, that's what you said. It did a really good job of establishing everything.
Yeah,
you know? It's a movie that like anime fans are gonna love, and even if you're not an anime fan, this is like, oh, okay, enough is established that way. Like, I can feel emotion, I can still understand the characters, what's going on, the relationships, all
and
that.
you will feel emotion. I felt that. I was upset.
I was hurt.
I wanted to. Oh my god! I didn't know what I wanted to do in that moment. I wanted to leave. I wanted to stay.
You wanted to walk out.
I didn't know what.
You
I was like,
you said.
I literally, I was like
this.
All you see is my seat go.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I can't do this. I don't care about this movie no more. But honestly, let me say something real quick. Todoroki, even though I said everyone got to shine a little bit, he didn't get to like fully do his thing.
Because it's in the part where he hasn't fully accepted.
But he's not weak though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say he could probably take that dude by himself. I know he couldn't.
He could.
That dude?
Right now he could.
No,
yes.
No,
right
like
now.
in that movie, I mean.
Okay,
in that
movie, time period. Remember what he
because
he did to Deku.
I know what he did.
That little flash fire.
I know what he did to Deku.
Well,
but also at the same time, that dude was clearly a powerhouse. He was able to use
he
the
was
same
a chimera.
things as like not the same things. He was able to use fire, laser, whatever the hell it was.
It's a chimera. Like
Yeah,
it's a legitimate, like mythical beast. Like he was using all the powers that a chimera can use.
But it was just like, you know, like he was clearly like all of them were dishing out their hardest hits, and this thing is like, yo,
Yeah, what's up?
like you guys are weak as fuck, yo. You guys can't do this.
But he
shit to
can't
me.
survive if Todoroki were to use the fire, because you notice he was only just
He was doing it a little bit.
Rather
He
than
wasn't
actually,
going,
like,
yeah,
100%.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
when
like-
him and Deku went at each other, like I said, all right, I'm going all
Yeah,
out.
remember- Okay. Pacing. How do you guys feel about pacing?
The pacing of it,
It was a lot. It was a lot to handle. Like a lot was happening at once. Like Bakugo was jumping around everywhere.
My issue with the pacing is that like that was my whole thing with like it felt like an episode where like, you know, in an anime episode you're watching something, oh, nothing's happening here, let's switch to the perspective of another character, right? And it kept on happening constantly in the beginning. We're like, oh, okay, we need to establish why the villains think this way, so let's just skip to them going to do this. Or oh, hey, what's Shigaraki doing right now? Let's go skip to the League of Villains.
Yeah, first like I didn't understand why, you know, we saw the League of Villains at the beginning.
because
They're direct.
I know they were like doing that, but I was like, I guess you wanted to establish that they were the head dudes leading it.
They
I
are
guess.
still the head
But
dudes,
then, but then all that happened. They were all like, you know, doubles or whatever, right? And then those three people just appeared, and I was just like, whoa, like you guys were just waiting for him, and all this stuff was happening. This was just a drop off or whatever. And then I don't know. At one point where he was trying to take, you know, the father's power, I was confused. I was like, does he have the ability to control the weather? Because like as soon as he took the guy's power,
They did that on purpose.
All that was like,
No, they did that on
They did that to
purpose to
confuse us.
Yeah,
because I was like, I was like, what do you need this power for? How is this gonna help you?
I feel like
Because
when
he
they
wants
did
to
that,
wreck shit up.
I was like, the
He wants to
fuck?
fuck up the world.
I feel like when they did that, they were trying to make us think that it was just like another All Might. It was just like, oh, okay, he's just taking niggas' powers. But it wasn't. That wasn't the case.
Yeah.
He just needed something to help him.
They were like dropping little tidbits here and there. Like his name was 9. Like he was very cautious about who he was picking up.
Right, and he was able to use his quirk already, plus 8 others. You know what I'm saying? So
They didn't say what his quirk was. Was his quirk?
his quirk was
I think
the weather one.
Yeah, it was the weather one. Right?
It was the weather one because
So then he stole the barrier one.
he stole the wind gust one, whatever that was.
Yeah, the wind, the barrier, and
the lasers.
That Yu-Gi-Oh looking
yeah, blue eyes like
dragon.
I was like, what the fuck? And then
special summoned him.
what I can't remember what else, but it was just a lot of powers, and I was like, yo, like it made sense once they were like, all right, you need someone who can give you cellular respiration because every time you use all these, your cells disappear. All of them just die out, and that juice that was in him was recreating cells just for temporary use. So like everything, you know, he can't use that forever because his effects obviously happening to his body. He was losing cells even with his own power.
Bro, man, did a little Sephiroth at the end.
Oh.
Transformed one winged angel.
He's like, dun, dun, dun,
yeah,
dun,
right?
dun,
He's like,
dun, dun.
alright.
I was like, what the fuck? But
Yeah.
I gotta give it to them when, you know, something that confuses me. I know Bakugo is supposed to be fast, but can he match Deku's speed?
Yeah, he's fast.
Okay, imagine.
Think about
imagine a bullet, right?
Not 100%, but
he's
that
fast as
nigga,
fuck.
even in 20%, he can match speed.
Okay, imagine a bullet, right? A bullet is there's an explosion that occurs, and then because it's focused, it goes in its dirt.
Bro, we're some fucking nerds.
I know. As soon as it ignites,
right?
I know.
So
but
he just shoots behind him, and the more focused it is, the more fast he can go. It is established in the manga that he's faster than Endeavor, and he's gotten even faster than that. Straight up.
And this, okay, look. Okay, and then, what's his name? Okay, Bakugo, back to Bakugo. He's, that dude, like, he is smart as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Holy
bro,
smart
it
as
made
fuck,
him
bro.
smart as
Okay,
shit.
no, the thing is, he's
been
a
smart.
genius.
I
every
know,
single
but he just
capacity.
everyone doesn't really see that of him
Yeah.
because he seems like an asshole. He's like, oh, fuck you. He doesn't want to show his emotions.
Yeah, he
But
scored at the top in the class.
But when he was fighting, he's like, "Oh, you
done that.
already
It's not
did
gonna
this."
work again.
He said, "Zoom."
Remember, he was ready. And then
if that dude didn't have another power,
smacked his hand away.
if that dude did not have another power, Balco would have got him right there.
away, bro.
I was like, "Damn,
away.
I gotta give it to him." This nigga's smart.
He's a beast.
He's smart as
beast.
In
fuck.
terms of battle sense, he's just straight up
That's
the best.
That's
'Cause you
why
see,
everyone says that when I forgot what happened. Maybe it was during the tournament. They're like, "Yo, he's smart. He's very like strategic with fighting."
Yeah, no, like straight up. That's why he beat Deku. Because Deku, he thinks too much when he fights. That's
Yeah,
the issue.
he said
Every
that. He
single
said that.
mentor he has says, "Stop thinking, just do it." Like even Endeavor in the manga, he said, instead of trying to like think so much, just do it, make it natural. That's why.
And then also with what's his name, Night Eye, right?
Yeah.
Night Eye said the same thing when he was like, if you can take this from me or whatever he was trying to do, he's like, then I'll let you like on my team or whatever, right? And he was saying, he's like, yo, you think too much. That's why you couldn't get it from me.
He was thinking about and you can tell that Deku always thinks too much. Cause like, remember when he was doing that, he tried to miss, like he always missed the All Might posters.
Yeah,
he never touched them.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, and then he was like, why? He avoided everything. He was thinking of how to beat me, how to avoid my posters, how to like do whatever, steal it from me, all while trying to just accomplish my mission.
And maintaining all for one.
Yeah, and the speed, like, bro, he was jumping around, and you know, like.
Oh, one for all.
Yeah, Night Eye's gone though. That's so bad. You know, oh wait, what would you guys rate it? All right.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna say 1 to 100 because 1 through 10 doesn't feel fair. 1 through 100.
1 through 100.
Oh yeah, on some Rotten Tomato stuff, I feel it. I'll give it like an 85, only because they're not. It was not a bad movie at all. Don't get me wrong, it was not a bad movie. There's just some things that probably could have been talked about, and there's some things that like some people who really didn't. Not get their shine, but some people who could have done better in the movie, because in the show itself, it shows that these kids, even though they're just kids, they're as powerful as can be. They're honestly like probably the peak of what heroes can be.
Yeah, they're the only ones in UA who actually have like
The potential
real
to.
Oh my gosh,
be
you
a
guys are
hero.
gonna love the.
I'd rate it. Shit, I'm gonna give it
You know what? Maybe mine was unfair. I'll give it a 90.
Ah,
I'll give it a
that's-
90.
okay, I'm gonna give it an 85. It was really good. The animation was good. I feel like the pacing could be the pacing. All right, let me just say the pacing was good. There were some scenes where the characters, I just was like, yeah, why are they like, why, like some shit is like, oh, why is they doing that? But like, I give it an 85, and I'm gonna give it a +5 for the culture they was showing for Momo. They were doing a little. They were doing a lot. They were doing a lot with her.
Yeah,
They was doing a lot. But yeah, what about you?
Yeah, but it was about a 50.
No, I'm not that hurt. I would say 85, but I'm gonna say 80 because it was just the animation really got to me in the beginning, and the pacing was really bad in the beginning.
Okay, I can understand.
And I understand that because, like, you know, animation's expensive and stuff, and I have to be fair to that.
Yeah.
But it just really, really ticked me off in the beginning, and also the fact that, like, the cutaways. I hate cutaways. Like, if you're gonna do a cutaway, at least make it interesting, make it unique. You know, there's specific ways to transition, make it cool.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do any of that.
You're right.
Black screen, move to something else.
I won't
Or
lie.
even just flip like that.
You're right, because like there was one point during the movie where I felt, I'm like, damn, this is.
Like, it's cutting around
It's
so
kinda-
much, and there's just so much.
Yeah, it was
going
cutting
on.
around, but also at the same time with the pace, I was kind of like, damn, it's a long movie. It's
Yeah.
a long ass
I mean-
movie, and nobody's like
Yeah.
had a good fight yet.
And that's the thing, you know, it is animation, it's expensive, you can't have amazing things like that constantly.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it took me off too much. I'd just give it an 80.
Yo, so this is post editing now. I know this review / discussion is all over the place because it was a discussion video. So I just want to say thanks for watching if you made it all the way through. But basically after a while we just kind of started ranting about a whole bunch of other anime stuff. So that's basically the end of the video. So hopefully you guys let me know what you guys thought of the My Hero Academia movie. I enjoyed it a lot. And yeah. Oh, thanks for coming through, and let me know in the comments down below if you made it this far. I honestly don't think you guys will, but we'll see. We'll test it. But yeah, it was your boy Windeviate, and I'm out. Thanks for watching. Peace.